Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about some NFL news, so let's get on to it here. So we got a lot of releases today, and there's two surprising releases, at least to me, from the Bills today, that we'll get into, and some other stuff, some news. So first release, breaking from Adam Schefter today, the hashtag Eagles are releasing veteran defensive back Avonte Maddox, per Adam Schefter. I mean, he's just, he's mid, and that's part of why they released him, probably to save some salary cap as well. Probably the smart thing to do. He's a solid player, I guess. He's just made of glass, unfortunately, and gets injured a lot, so I'm not really surprised. Like, wherever he goes, I think he can still be a solid cornerback, just the problem is he's too injury prone. And this was a pretty shocking release, at least to me. Hashtag Bills are releasing star cornerback Tre'Davious White, per Adam Schefter. I know he's been injury prone, I get that. And the Bills were like $40 million over salary cap heading into today. But still some shocking releases in the secondary. And a really dark day in Buffalo, and they really released half their secondary. It's just so sad that Trey White can never stay healthy, because he's so good when healthy. It just sucks he can never stay healthy. And coming off an Achilles injury, he's going to be 30 next year. Is rough for a corner. It's just sad the Bills' defense just fell apart like that. Von Miller, ACL tear. ACL, Trey White, Achilles, Matt Milano, injury, safety's being constantly hurt. Their defense was really good when healthy. But coming off an Achilles injury at 30 years old, I still think he'll be a really good corner. But, I mean, the Bills are already so much, like, $40 million behind, or $40 million over the cap. They had to do something. But they released half their secondary. Like, they're cleaning house. And it looks like they're going to be freaking booty next year on defense, unless they make a big splash in the draft or in free agency. I mean, they're trying to get some salary cap, but that Josh Allen contract looks like it's finally hitting the Bills. Also today, per Ian Rappaport, the Bills are releasing center Mitch Morse. Josh Allen walking the Bills facility probably next week. It's gonna be like, just me here? Yeah, it feels like it's gonna be Josh Allen. Probably the only player really to look forward to watching for the Bills. But the Bills are really releasing a lot of their veteran players that are like a lot of money to the salary cap. The Bills just shows you how much cap space still matters in the National Football League. And I feel like it can be, in a center needy league, he's not going to be highly looked at by some teams. I think some teams should get him. I think he's still a solid center. But yeah, those are some of the releases. There'll probably be some more as I go through here. Some rumors. Tony Pollard is reportedly open to taking less money in free agency if it means staying with the hashtag Cowboys, says Calvin Watkins, covers the Dallas Cowboys. You know, he was dealing with injuries all of last season, and he finally started to look healthy towards the end of the year. And we want him, and reportedly we want him back for 2024 if it means taking less money. He's seeing all the running backs not getting re-signed and wants to stay with his team. And the Cowboys are an actual good team. And uncommon in today's league is loyalty, and it looks like he wants to stay with the Cowboys, even if it means taking less money. It seems like he doesn't just care for the money. He wants to be on the Cowboys. If that's the case, they should just bring him back, because you need a running back. And they could still get a powered back maybe in the draft, free agency, something like that. So the hashtag Bengals are expected to release veteran running back Joe Mixon. Someone at the Combine told at Matthew Berry TMR. And quote, Tyler Boyd's not expected to return, and I was told Joe Mixon was released. Every single running back feels like this year is going to be a free agent. This is going to be one of the craziest running back free agent classes. Because now you could possibly have Joe Mixon in here. The running back purse this year is freaking crazy. He's going to be a sleeper in free agency. I just have a feeling free agency is going to be insane. this year. Basically, like every running back, it's not a bad free agent class because you still have Jamal Adams. While he's not as good as he used to be, still he can be valuable, I guess. Like Diggs, Russell Wilson. I don't know about having Russell Wilson in there. Daniel Hunter, Chris Jones, Leonard Williams, a ton of solid players. It's not a bad free agency class, and you include every running back in there, really. So, some other news today, the hashtag Bells are releasing star safety Jordan Poyer, per Adam Schefter today. You had DeMar Hamlin about to get some more reps. The Bills are in massive trouble defensively going into next year. No Jordan Poyer, no Trey White. I just don't see how that defense is going to be good next year. I don't know. And you hate to say it, but his age and recent injury history, but the other thing is probably the big cap hit, and they need to lower it. But in order to do that, you kind of have to tank your defense. But we'll see what they do in the draft, though. I'm sure they can find some good pieces, but definitely a big loss there. So it was reported today the Commanders have been in contact with free agent tight end Zach Ertz per at Pace Scraggs, and I don't know. I mean, 33-year-old catching fall tight end, and has a hard time staying on the field. But the Commanders, per that rap sheet, 2 hours after that report, signed a 1-year, $5 million deal with the Commanders. Oh boy, Zach Ertz in the big 2024. Yeah, even it's only 1 year, $5 million, but he's washed at this point. He's 33 years old. Rumors. The hashtag Broncos could be moving on from both Jerry Jeudy and Courtland Sutton this offseason, reports at U Stadium. Multiple sources tell us that Jerry Jeudy and Courtland Sutton could be on their way out of Denver this offseason. Jeudy more likely to be traded. Oh, they're going into the rebuilding stage, but can you really say that, though, with what picks do you have to rebuild with? You don't really have any picks. So I don't see what you can do here unless you can get a lot of picks for Jerry Jeudy. But I don't know if you get much for Jerry Jeudy. You might have to try and go Courtland Sutton, but why would you move on from Courtland Sutton when he's really your best receiver? So it's kind of getting confusing what the Broncos will do this offseason. But they have been saying this every season. But I could definitely see it maybe happening this offseason. But they're not really going to have the money to do shit, though. The Texans have re-signed kicker Kaimi Fairbairn. Per at DJ Banami. Deserves it. Really great kicker. League altering. Multiple teams have been rumored to have interest in pending free agent running back Saquon Barkley, and this is some news from yesterday. Per at the Tyler Dragon. Teams listed include the Eagles. They ain't going with the Eagles. They're not trading him to a division rival. Or, excuse me, I don't know if he want to sign with a division rival who's kicked their ass for like years. The Raiders, the Texas man made C.J. Stroud. I mean, just imagine the offense. C.J. Stroud, Saquon Barkley, Tank Dell, Dalton Schultz, Nico Collins. Imagine him in the Chargers with Justin Herbert. There's some good possibilities here. The Ravens, the Bears, the Ravens with Lamar. That'd be a dangerous backfield duo over there. Multiple teams expressed interest in trading for Chiefs cornerback L'Jarius Sneed. They're not going to trade L'Jarius Sneed. Come on. It's at least going to take a few first or second round picks. The Titans, Patriots, Lions, Falcons, Jags, Vikings, and Colts. But they're not going to get rid of L'Jarius Sneed. I highly doubt they'll trade him. So the Dolphins recently released Falcons tight end Jonnu Smith for a visit. He's free to sign at any time since he was released. The two sides are negotiating. Man, it'd be a good backup. Or would he be starting? I think he'd be backup, wouldn't he? I don't even know who their starting tight end is right now. The Cowboys are picking up the 5th-year option on Micah Parsons' contract, but as a defensive end and not a linebacker. I mean, there's really nothing interesting about it. I mean, there's not really anything interesting about it here. Let's see if there's any more news here. The Chargers are releasing veteran linebacker Eric Kendricks. Kind of deserved cut. He's just meh. Just alright, I guess, but it saves him some money. The Giants won't use a franchise tag on safety Xavier McKinney and will hit free agency per rap sheet at Mike Garofalo. Looks like the Giants aren't going to pay him, I guess. Unless they want to pay him in free agency. But unless you wanted to take that big hit for Daniel Jones' cap hit, maybe this is why. But I don't know about this. I would bring back Xavier McKinney. So I think he could be one of their best defense players, but he just struggles to tackle at times, I'll say. He's a good player. However, your concern is replacing the talent. Like, he does struggle to tackle at times, but you have to, if you're letting him go, you have to make sure you can find a good replacement. The Dolphins are releasing starting linebacker Jerome Baker per Adam Schefter. So Jerome Baker got released. He's a durable tackling machine. Rumors. The Jets have, quote, zero interest in reuniting with safety Jamal Adams. Well, they put that out quick. I guess, now they say the worst they can say is, the worst they can say is no, so. Yeah, not surprised, though. Rumors. Joe Flacco and the hashtag brands have been in contact, and his first preference is to stay in Cleveland, per Pro Football Talk. Per league source, a reunion with the Browns is Flacco's first choice. He loves playing there. The team, the city, the fans, everything. The two sides met regarding the possibility last week at the scouting combine. I know people be like, oh, why do teams still want to keep him? He's old. Because he looked great last year. And I feel like Flacco's the perfect fit. The Colts are placing the franchise tag on star wide receiver Michael Pittman Jr. per Tom Pelissero, and it gives him more time, to work out a new deal, maybe a long-term deal. Excuse me. Probably one of the most underrated receivers in the league, but I think he'll get a contract. And there's some players. Here's another player got franchise tag. The Patriots are placing the transition tag on safety Kyle Duggar. A transition tag is where the player can test free agency, but the home team can match the offer from the highest bidder. So it's different than the franchise tag, if that's a quick explanation. So the Seahawks yesterday released safety Jamal Adams and safety Quandre Diggs. Adams never lived up to that contract. I totally get the move. And Diggs had that one good year. Other than that, he's kind of been meh. And they released him. And they're also releasing veteran tight end Will Dissly. So they saved up some money for the offseason. The Bears yesterday were expected to franchise tag star cornerback Jalen Johnson. Everybody's getting a franchise tag, not getting long-term extensions. So it looks like they placed the franchise tag on their star corner. The Jaguars are franchise tagging star edge rusher Josh Allen. Per that rap sheet, the best Josh Allen in the NFL. And it looks like the Jaguars, per your report, their wide receiver Calvin Ridley is, quote, trending towards becoming a free agent. I don't know where he's going to go. Yeah, I guess you can say he was trash last year. But 1,000 yards with a new team. It's pretty good. Considering he's probably, their second or third receiver they threw to him half the time. The Buccaneers franchise tag safety Anton Winfield, and the Ravens franchise tag defensive lineman Justin Matabuke. The Panthers released tight end Hayden Hurst. So, you can't remember games or had bad memory loss. Hope you find something after football. Yesterday, the Texans signed tight end Dalton Schultz with a 3-year, $36 million extension per rap sheet. Extremely productive last season, so well-deserved. The Jaguars released veteran cornerback Darius Williams and safety Rayshawn Jenkins. 2 mid players, and it saved like $10 million cap space for releasing Darius Williams. The Lions are re-signing cornerback Emmanuel Mosley to a 1-year deal to prevent him from reaching free agency. He's good when healthy. He just has bad injury luck. Giants running back Saquon Barkley will hit free agency, and the team won't place the franchise tag. So I think he's gonna go somewhere else. CJ Uzomah got released from the Jets, and the franchise tag for Brian Burns. But that's all I have to say for this NFL video, so until next time, peace.